I just woke up, literally just woke up. It's around 9 a.m. And I made sure to come outside and immediately get some sunlight. And I've also done some squats, like some exercises. Now, why is that? Let's talk about it. The reason why I'm doing this, as soon as I wake up, getting sunlight, coming outside, doing exercises. Like I said, I was doing squats earlier. The reason why I'm doing this as soon as I wake up is because I have a habit of waking up and falling right back asleep. And then I'll wake up and I'll fall right back asleep again. And I'll do that like 3 to 5 times. And next thing I know, half of my day will be gone. There was days where I'd wake up at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. A lot of times I'd wake up at the earliest would be like 12 p.m. The latest would be like 7 p.m. So that's the thing is I just want more of my day, I just want to experience more of my day. So I wanted to make sure I got up and hit this workout. Now, I'm not saying sleep is bad. I'm not saying if you're tired, you should get up. But what I'm saying is an object that's at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object that's in motion tends to stay in motion. That's all I'm saying. It's that simple. If you need rest, rest as long as you need. But if you want to get up and start your day, and start your day, because at the end of the day, it's harder to get going when you're just like laying in bed and just it's harder to get going when you're just laying in bed. And one of my neighbors just ran by me, but yeah, it's harder to get going when you're just laying in bed. But when you come out and do a few squats, walk around a little bit, get sunlight, it's easier to keep going for the rest of the day. So if you're trying to get I don't work a 9 to 5 thankfully right now. That might change soon because of stuff that I don't even want to talk about right now. Court, all sorts of crazy shit that's been going on lately. But I don't work a 9 to 5 right now. So, if I wanted to, I could just sleep all day and do nothing. But every day I wake up, I have goals. I have things I want to accomplish. And I try to put at least a little bit of work towards those things every day because it helps me with my mental state. It helps me with my depression. It helps me with just the little things can help get you actually push momentum forward. Like, that's really the point of this video, is what I'm trying to say, because it might not seem like much. Like, okay, he's going to get out of bed. He's going to do a few squats in the grass. He's going to make a juice. I might make a juice soon. That's another ritual that I like to do. I like to juice sprouts, like lentil sprouts for protein. And I'll juice it with fruits, like apples, grapes, stuff like that. And I'll make a protein shake consistently. And I'm trying to do that more as time goes on. I'm trying to hydrate my body. Simple little things like, oh, let me get up out of bed. I could sleep longer, but let me get up out of bed. Fuck it. I could sleep longer, but let me get up out of bed. Why? Because that'll make a difference. If I get up now, it'll make a difference. Because I want to start my day a little bit earlier. Let me make something healthy instead of eating junk food. Let me make something healthy instead of eating junk food, because it'll make a difference. Let me text that person back instead of ghosting them, because that person is still texting me and I don't want to leave them hanging, because it'll make a difference. Let me make a YouTube video and upload it, because it'll make a difference. These things might not seem like... That's the thing about depression. I've been battling depression lately. That's how depression sneaks up on you, is you tell yourself, oh, this one little thing isn't going to make a difference anyway, so why should I do it? And then you just end up doing nothing, or worse, you end up doing things that are harmful, like eating junk food, because you think, oh, one healthy meal is not going to make a difference, so I may as well just eat the junk food. And then that adds up over time. And next thing, before you know it, your whole life just falls apart. So the mindset you have to have is it all makes a difference. Every little thing makes a difference. And over time, if you continue to make the right decision, it adds up, and it doesn't have to be getting up early. I mean, for me, 9 o'clock is early, It could be anything. It could be just maybe you need more rest. Maybe you're diseased. I actually do have health issues, which is one reason why I've been sleeping so much. Maybe you need more rest. Maybe that's what you need to start doing. Maybe it's the fact that you need to start posting to social media. I've been doing this social media thing for years, and trust me, I've been through all sorts of crazy stuff. I've had accounts that I've had to make new accounts because my old accounts would get banned. And those are things that you learn and you grow from them. It's actually good to go through stuff like that sometimes. I mean, it depends because it's better if you can just avoid certain situations altogether, which is why I would suggest reading the rules and conditions for YouTube and stuff like that. That way you don't upload videos that get your channel deleted. And I would suggest reading the rules and conditions for Instagram before you even start posting. That's the mistake that I didn't make. And take them seriously. Try not to break them. Now, I wish we had more freedom of speech on these platforms, but the reality is you have to post within very specific parameters. Otherwise, your account will get removed. So, I mean, you want to try to avoid as many newbie mistakes as possible. You want to try to learn from people before you in anything. When it comes to dating, when it comes to money, when it comes to business, you want to try to learn as much as you can. But unfortunately, one of the ways that you learn in life, and oftentimes one of the ways you learn best, and it sucks, but this is just how it is you make mistakes. You suffer the consequences of those mistakes and you adjust so that way you don't make those mistakes again. Now, there's certain mistakes you just can't afford to make, and I've made a lot of these mistakes that alter your life in a significantly worse way. One of them is I don't even want to talk about all that in this YouTube video because I've been through some fucked up shit, and I have potentially permanent damage. I hope not. I hope I can reverse it. But we'll see. I have potentially, at the very least, very long-term damage that'll take a while to reverse. But you know what? As much as I hate to admit it, that has taught me a lot about life. And I wish I didn't have to learn that way. But the truth is that you can learn in many different ways. You can learn from making mistakes. You can learn from winning because you learn, I was succeeded. Let me do more of that. You can learn from winning. You can learn from books. You can learn from YouTube. You can learn from other people. Try to pick ways of learning that don't hurt you as much. I hate learning from mistakes, but unfortunately, you're going to make mistakes along the way. That's just a reality of life. And the better you can become at learning from your mistakes and getting back up even after you make them, the more successful you'll be, because everyone makes mistakes and you have one of two options every time you make a mistake. You can either sit down and cry and be like, I fucked up. What's the point? Let me just give up. I already ate pizza yesterday. I might as well eat burgers today. And then I'll eat sushi because I like sushi. And then I'll go eat at the Chinese buffet because I already ate crap yesterday. So there's no point in even trying to eat healthy anymore. Or you could say, you know what, I made a mistake, I fucked up, but I'm going to do better this next meal because I deserve health. I deserve to feel good in my body. I deserve to have no diseases. I deserve to have good digestion. And one shitty meal isn't going to kill me as long as I get back on track. And I'm going to try not to eat a shitty meal again because people don't realize what cheat meals really do to the body. It does a lot more than just make you fat. It clogs up your gut. It can give you cancer, diabetes, or heart attacks. Unhealthy food can damage your internal organs. It's a lot more serious than, I just got fat. You can get fat eating too much healthy food. So unhealthy food doesn't inherently make you fat or skinny. That depends on a bunch of different factors, not just calories. It depends on genetics. Some people genetically are predisposed to getting fat. Other people can stay skinny no matter what they eat because that's just how their genetics are. But what the skinny people don't realize is just because you're not getting fat off of the junk food, it's still affecting you. You're still getting parasites. You're still clogging up your colon. In fact, your colon might be more damaged than the fat person's. That might be why you're not gaining weight no matter how much you eat. You might have malabsorption. But not only does that affect junk food, but when you try to eat healthy as well, your body can't absorb it properly because you've been eating like shit the last week. That's what these mukbangers that are skinny don't realize is you're not getting away with it just because your genetics don't show it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, guys, basically this video started with me talking about the benefits of how I got up early and how I forced myself to do a few squats and get sunlight because I wanted to start my day off right. And then I ended up ranting about how some people that eat junk food aren't getting fat, but they're still fucking up their bodies. But somehow it all relates because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is every decision you make makes a difference. And the more conscious you are in your life, the better of everything. How much you're eating, how your mornings are starting, who you're talking to. Are you giving your energy to parasites? Or are you giving your energy to people that respect you? How are you cultivating your social circles? What kind of content are you uploading to the internet? Everything you do makes a difference, literally. And I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on this channel. And yeah, until next one, I'm out. Do what you feel is best for your life today and know that everything you do does make a difference and every decision you make matters. I love you, and until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.